Hey, this is another episode of Savagetimetv. I'm your host, AB Brisley, and today we have special guest Logan Pierce with us today. How you feeling today, bro?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. So, getting into it, bro, you're a barber, business owner of Logan Pierce Grooming. For everybody that doesn't know, watching for the first time, could you tell us where you're from?
Originally Dallas, Texas, but grew up
Wow.
in Middletown, Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah, so started cutting in Middletown.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't even. That's funny because I did not know you were from Dallas,
Yep.
Texas. I always thought you was just from Middletown this whole time. So that's crazy. So you were born in Dallas, and when did you move to Middletown?
Let me think. Maybe like first grade, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah. So my dad was in the military, so
Oh, okay.
we moved a couple times, but Delaware was last stop.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So how was it growing up in Middletown, going to high school out there?
It was cool. All we did was pretty much play football, play sports. Just it was cool. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
you grew up in Middletown
yeah, I
too,
grew up in
so
Middletown. I think it was a little different just because it was kind of. I always tell people it was like it was empty, but it was a lot going on. Like if you
yeah.
lived there, it was low key, like a lot going on. But if you didn't, you would think like nothing happens over there. There's not. We didn't have a Walmart. We didn't have a police force for the longest time. Like I always felt like Middletown was a little like wilder than everybody thought.
Yeah, it was more country back, when we first moved there. Just
Yeah.
cornfields,
Hmm.
really nothing to do but play sports.
House
But
parties.
yeah,
We always
house parties.
had a little bit
But
of house parties.
as
Yeah.
time goes on, now just more businesses is going out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Now
more
it's
homes.
yeah.
So
Now it's looking like it's turning. It's gonna turn into a little city sooner or later for
yeah,
sure. So getting into it, why barbering? Why get into that field?
uh, I always liked to cut hair.
Okay.
Like in high school, I cut a couple of my friends, but it was really nothing that I thought about doing. It was just I had clippers at the house,
Hmm.
so I cut some friends sometimes. And then I caught a charge when I was 18. I went to jail, and that's when I learned how to cut hair.
Okay.
So just being incarcerated, I seen someone cutting hair in there. He got out almost as soon as I got in, so they kind of needed a barber on the pod. So that's when I kind of just picked him up. My boy's in there, so start cutting him, and then start cutting people.
Okay.
Came home and got right into barber school.
Okay. Okay.
So went to the hair academy in Newark in 2012. Yeah.
Okay. And when did you know? When was? If you could describe to us that moment when you knew that you were going to start taking the clipper business serious. Like it wasn't just going to be like something you did on the side. It was going to be something that I'm going to put my life's work behind.
I would say maybe a couple years ago. Like
Okay.
I've been cutting hair for probably 8 years, but I never even seen the value of it. Like it was just something I did. When I first started, there was really no social media. We got into that maybe like 2 years into cutting hair, and then haircuts was always like $20, and I started like traveling a little bit, seeing other barbers cutting hair for $100, $200, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Then I seen kind of industry growing, and that's when I started taking a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the difference between your regular barbershop and what you offer here at Logan Pierce Grooming?
So most barbershops only focus on one problem, and that problem is hair growth. Their
Okay.
solution is a haircut.
Right.
So we focus on a bunch of different problems.
Okay.
Problems with the skin, the scalp, the hair. Do a couple services like remove skin tags, moles.
Okay.
We do a lot here. So it's a little bit different than a regular barbershop.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Remove skin tags, moles.
Yeah, we do hair units. People get bald, so do the hair unit man weave. It's
So
a lot.
Tory Lanez could have came here. And got
Yeah,
some.
right.
Okay. 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 That's lit, man. So why take it to that level? Why take that next step and not just keep it barbering? Why take it to that
I
level?
mean, you gotta set yourself apart from everyone else. So if everyone's just cutting hair, you can only do so many ball fades, so many tapers. So kind of got like not boring, but just wanted to do more. So I'm always trying to do more services, just kind of further my career,
Okay.
further my resume.
Okay. So you said before that you learned barbering early on when you were incarcerated,
Yeah.
and like I didn't even know that. I was thinking almost when you started, like we were talking about before about when I saw you hearing about you cutting the atmosphere.
hmm
Could you just talk about even before then, like when you were incarcerated, just how was learning the ropes early on barbering, just like things that you went through and just coming up in the barber world? Could you just describe that for us?
So I'm always like I learn by just watching. So that's
Okay.
like how I learn. There's different ways to learn, but if I can watch someone do something, I can kind of just mimic it and do it.
Okay.
So I always just like to watch people. So early on, I would reach out to other barbers from other cities and just hit them up. Hey, I like your work. Kind of build a relationship a little bit, and then I would ask them to shadow them for a day.
Okay.
So I'd pay whatever the price is. Just go out there, watch them cut for a day, see them throughout the barbershop, and it's different seeing someone on the gram than seeing someone when they actually do it in real time.
Okay.
So sometimes barbers can, make it look one way in Instagram, but in real life it looks different. So when you see a barber perform in real life, it's easier to kind of mimic what they're doing because you see what's actually going on. It's not just like the highlight reel. If that makes sense.
Okay, so you got to definitely you get to see the process more
Yeah.
from beginning to end instead
Yeah.
of seeing kind of just the finished product.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Influences. Like, I don't really know much about the barbering world. Like if there's like famous barbers or just barbers that you learn from, but like, is there anybody that influences you in the world of barbering? Like
Uh,
role models?
I would say early on I had like a lot of barber influences, but now like I get all my influences outside of barbering,
Okay.
just because like um, it's kind of hard to just see the same people doing the same thing and just get
You get motivation and
get
stuff from.
inspired because kind of like everyone's kind of doing the same thing. So if I can see someone else doing something else in a different industry and relate it back to barbering, that's like when it helps me the most.
Okay. Okay. So I've always thought barbering was cool to learn, but I always thought like I could never get into it personally because it's like it's kind of like you can't fuck up. Like
Yeah.
if you fuck up, that's it. Like it's not like you can erase it, do it again. Like I feel like there's like a lot of pressure on you, even from when you're just even starting,
Yeah.
because it's like, man, I got to turn this person's head from this into this, and I can't fuck it up.
Right.
Could you just speak to if you were ever nervous? Do you still get nervous or
Oh
anything like
man, I
that?
remember when I was locked up, I did taper on the back of someone's head, and
Hmm.
it was terrible. Like it was bad. Everyone was kind of like laughing, and
Oh man.
there's really no mirrors really like that, so you can't really see the back of their head. So I was just praying that no one told them, and it grew back. No one said nothing to him, but I was kind of shook for a second, like damn, like his shit was messed up.
Yeah, so you basically
Yeah,
fucked it up, but it
but
was
it's
like,
like
damn,
that's
mirrors,
barbering. That's anything. Like you gotta just you gotta crawl before you can walk.
roll with the
So
punches.
yeah.
Okay. Why was it important for you to become an entrepreneur and open your own? Because some people never open up their own shop. They just stay, working probably for somebody, barbering, doing it here or there. Why was it so important for you to take it to the next step and become a business owner?
So for me, it was more of I was learning so much that I needed the environment to be in to actually perform what I was doing.
Hmm.
So doing these extra services, I kind of needed to control my own environment to make everything work. So as I kind of started growing in my career, I see I need to get my own spot so I can control the environment, do the things I need to do because barbershops get crazy. So
They
you
do.
can't have people just going crazy, cussing whatever, and you're trying to give someone a facial, or you got kids in the shop. It's just some shops
Control.
exactly.
Controlling the environment.
So to do what I need to do, I know I need to get my own business.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's definitely about, just controlling so you can control the end product, like you
Yeah.
were saying. Just kind of like you were saying, like you want to be with people when you want to be there in the flesh watching them. You want to see the process. It's
Exactly.
kind of like you want to control your own process, so you want to
Mm.
become an entrepreneur. I see that. Being a barber, you're always a part of the community. We were talking about that before. Is that something that you always were like welcome to? Like you were always like looking forward to that, or is it something that was new to you? Just like being a barber and how easy access it is to have like to the community. Like you see everybody coming in and out of here.
Yeah. So with barbering, I always like to give back to the community. So early on, I always did back to school cuts. So we would always do back to school. It'd be a free day. Kids would come in and we cut all the kids for free.
Okay.
But so last year, I want to do something more, and I have a client he's a principal. So I was just talking to him, and I created my own program. So I donated my Mondays, went to the school every Monday for a couple hours and taught students how to cut hair.
Okay.
And the
That's
kids,
dope.
yeah, so it was a what do they call it? It was an alternative school.
Okay.
So most of the kids either got arrested, locked up, expelled from regular school. So we're at the school to transition to get back into public school.
Hmm.
So I kind of related with them on that aspect
Hmm.
because I've made mistakes in my life. So when they seen someone, positive, young, actually doing something, it triggered something in their mind.
Right.
And I'm kind of grateful for that opportunity because a lot of kids don't have that. And I feel like early on, if you get in trouble, then people think that their options are limited or may not be become successful.
Right.
So I kind of showed them, and I don't think I'm like anything, but
Nah,
I do have a
bro.
business,
Nah, bro, you're doing it. You're
and
doing it.
at a
Don't
young
sell yourself
age,
short, bro.
exactly. So that was cool. So I like being a barber because I can get in opportunities like that.
Okay.
You can really be hands on with kids, so that's good.
Word, bro, word. Yeah, congrats on that, man. That's dope, man. Because you're impacting change, bro.
Yeah.
You're changing lives. Every time you probably went there, you were changing lives. That's dope. Don't sell yourself short, man. You're a business owner, man. The statistics. We're not supposed to be doing this,
Right.
bro. Like
Exactly.
we're not supposed to be doing
Yeah.
anything we're supposed to be doing. Like, you know what I mean? So don't sell yourself short, bro. What has been the biggest hurdle you had to overcome as a barber? Like,
Um, hmm, biggest hurdle. Really just dedicate my time to the shop because it's easy to,
time management.
exactly. You don't have a boss, so to say. So you can, as a barber, you can kind of come to work whenever you want.
Mhm.
And that was kind of a hard part at first. It might be Friday night, you want to go out, but you got to get up work early for Saturday.
Right.
So it was kind of hard for me to stop going out, stop, waking up early, getting in the shop, or cutting out early. So that was hard. But then once I really just seen what I can do if I just dedicate a little bit of time into cutting hair, it's better than leaving the shop, going to party, doing whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We definitely all, we're still super young, but
Yeah.
when you're really young, that's definitely a struggle because you always think you're missing out on something.
Exactly.
You don't want to be the one that misses out on the next best thing that everybody's talking about. So I definitely know what you're talking about there. What has surprised you the most on your journey as an entrepreneur?
Really how kind of far it went because I just started cutting hair. The industry wasn't as big when I first started, wasn't Instagram, so cutting hair wasn't on a big platform. The best barber you knew was in your hometown. It wasn't now where you can go on your Instagram and see, a great barber from New York, Atlanta, whatever. So barbering got bigger as I started.
Right
exactly.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a misconception people have about maybe being a barber that you've ever heard that you might want to dispel if there is any misconception?
People think it's like easy to like become successful and get like a booked chair. It's very hard to get clientele, gain clientele, retain clientele, and just be busy. So at first, I was that barber just walking outside trying to cut people's hair for free, just trying to gain clients. So it's a lot of sacrifice you gotta do to actually become, a well-known barber.
For sure, I definitely think some people have a misconception because even me, I was like, I wonder how like is it easy to just get people once they know you cut hair.
People weird about their hair, so people don't want to get messed up. So it's kind of like gaining that confidence to like.
Definitely when you're starting out, when they know you're starting out.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta put that trust. Yeah, for sure. What do you enjoy most about being a barber?
Just talking to different people all day, every day. I got a real diverse clientele base. So I might have a doctor in my chair one moment, police officer, whatever. I kind of got every industry in my chair, electrician, everybody. So that was cool, especially for building my shop. I didn't really need to outsource. I had someone in my phone number, electrician, someone do my plumbing, someone do my lights, everything. So
that's dope.
Flooring. So that's what I like about barbering. You kind of got you got a big network, kind of can touch a little bit of everything. And then you see the opinions of different people from different walks of life. So you can talk about a current topic and see what they think about it. Where some people, they're just going to this one office every day and don't really get outside and just talk to random people, kind of.
Right. So you definitely get to see a difference almost every day. It's kind of new for you, almost in a way. Okay. Any dream clients? Like anybody who just love to cut their hair if you had the opportunity, or just be in their like I guess their mist, or you know what I mean?
Right. When I first started cutting, it was Des Bryant. Like
Des Bryant.
I'm a big Cowboys fan, so that was my first dream, just cut Des Bryant's hair. So, but now I don't know. I cut two kind of celebrities, but not to say I didn't like it, but I'd rather just be in the shop, just cutting. Yeah, because a lot comes with having that clientele, and I'd rather just sit in the shop and just cut hair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like we were talking about before, I feel like being a barber is so versatile because you can end up in any room, and like you were talking about, you can have a doctor, or you can have basketball players, or anybody from any walks of life. Would you say that you agree with that happens, like that that you can meet other people from walks of life and stuff, things like that?
Yeah, because everyone's hair grows, and I can cut any type texture hair, so you never know who's gonna walk through that door. So yeah, see all walks of life.
Okay. Switching it up, just into like more current topics. I know you probably listen to music. What's your favorite album this year that you heard that came out this year?
This year, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard people talk about that. Is that what's the cover look like? Is that with the
It's like some
zebra?
pasta. No, so that
Oh.
is the Zebra's Bandana. That's the album from last year.
Okay, so it's the same dude though.
Yeah, same
Okay, yeah,
guy.
because I like that album.
Yep,
So,
yeah.
so he released something else after that.
Yeah, with Alchemist did it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fire.
All right. Damn, okay. So I gotta listen to that. Freddie Gibbs. I would say my favorite album this year. Well, Kanye didn't put out nothing this year. So, but I'll probably say Uzi.
Uzi. Okay.
Uzi. That I think his was the best of the, because everybody's putting out like deluxes. Like everybody's putting out their 15, then they're putting like 7, and I think people are like kind of like diluting their stuff because it's like you put out all this music, but then it's only like 3 or 4 songs are good on it. I think Uzi's it's got a lot of good songs on it, even though it's a lot of music. I don't know if everybody agrees, but
I'm not really a fan.
Oh, you're not really a
Nah.
fan. You're not really a fan. I was like, I'm looking at you in the reaction. He's like, I'm not. I can't.
I get it.
Like, I don't even think
I get it, but it's for me. Nah.
Nah.
I liked him when he first came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Lil Uzi vs. the World, them tapes.
Okay.
But I think after that, for me, kind of fell off.
Okay. So Freddie, I'm gonna check out.
But his numbers are crazy. Like what he just did was phenomenal. So I know enough people like it. But
okay. So I'm gonna check out that Freddie Gibbs. The Tory Lanez Meg Stallion situation.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? Do you feel like Tory shot her? How you feel?
My first initial, I thought she shot herself.
For real? Like Pascal Bird situation?
That was my first, initial thought. Like, all right, she shot herself. It was Tory's gun, so, maybe they got in a situation with the police, and he had to take the rap for it. But it seemed like he shot her. So, if that's the case, I can't mess with Bull. Like, I can't listen to his music.
You done with him? He's canceled.
Nah,
can't play him in Logan Pierce Grooming.
Nah, even to pull a gun on a female, that's like some hoe shit. So,
Facts.
to shoot a female, come on.
Facts. You know, there's some women that don't like that word.
What word?
Female. I'm just saying.
What should I say instead of female?
I would say women.
Women?
I think the best. No, what I would say, me personally, I'm gonna say female. I would say female or woman. I'm just whatever which one comes to, but I'm just saying because you said pull a gun on a female.
Yeah.
I just playing devil's advocate.
I got you.
I was just saying devil's advocate. The Will and Jada situation. Like we all grew up with Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, how do you feel about that? And if you were Will, what would you do in that situation?
I don't think we'll care.
You don't think he cared at all?
Did you see
the meme that he made?
Nah.
It was like 2020. It was like somebody throwing furniture on him or something.
Oh, yeah, and the thing fell on his head or something like that. Yeah, I don't think he cared. I don't know. They rich. They've been together forever. I think they kind of both went their separate ways. And now it's kind of getting just blowing up. But I don't think he's worried about it.
Okay. In that situation, you feel like you'd probably do the same thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, if
I don't got that kind of money, and they've been together for a long time. So
right.
It changes when you got bread.
I really, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true because you're just gonna get half. So Will might just be like, nah, I can't. Yeah. Let her get half. I'd rather just. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, business move. The NBA is about to be back. Do you watch hoops? You watch basketball?
Yep.
Okay. Who do you think is going to be the NBA champion if you had to pick?
Lakers.
Oh wow.
Lakers.
Lakers.
I'm a Sixers fan.
Oh, you're a Sixers fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
damn, so why don't you think? What's up? I mean, you guys. I think when the Sixers are hot,
I think we can come out the East, but I don't think we can. I don't think we can.
Think y'all gonna get past the Bucks?
Hopefully. I think Embiid's gonna be healthy. I think Ben Simmons is gonna come out on fire. So we're gonna see what happens.
I think. Yeah, my boy Mike. He's a Sixers fan. We're always talking about this shit. Like, I think when you guys are playing your best.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard to beat you guys.
Definitely the best in the East when we're on.
Yeah, I would say. I think when you or the Bucks, I think you guys played both your best games. I think the Sixers edge them out in like probably Game 7. My pick, my pick until they get eliminated because I'm a James Harden fan, so Houston Rockets. But I'm a Bulls fan, but we suck.
Yeah,
we suck. But my pick right now is the Houston Rockets.
I ain't mad at that.
It's a long shot, but it's a good shot. It's a long shot, but it's a good shot. If not, then the Lakers for sure. I see that you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So with Dak, bro, like, do you think he deserves this money? Like, I really wish we could really talk about it, but
he definitely deserved the bread. He don't
40 mil.
I think right under 40 mil. I think he's asking for 40 because he knows they're gonna counter a little bit.
Yeah.
but he just got, I think, the franchise tag.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing because I think if he gets a franchise tag next year, he'll be the highest paid player over the next 2 seasons.
And I think that's probably what he wants.
But he want that long deal because Pat Mahomes just got the 50 million.
I don't think that was a good deal though. 10 years. I just don't. I just think
So-
that. I just don't think that's a good deal.
So the next deal going to be bigger than that. So I feel like he don't want to sign. They wanted him to sign a 5-year deal. So he didn't want to sign a low 5-year deal and in 5 years be way underpaid for where he's at. So
Okay.
I get it.
You guys think you guys gonna win the division this year?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah. CD Lamb's going. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come out on
Yeah,
fire.
man. Y'all definitely. I got the offense. I don't think there's any excuse like at this year. You guys got Cooper. I think CD Lamb.
Redskins going through what they going through. So
That's true. CD
they
Lamb's
gonna
gonna
be
push
all-
Amari Cooper, I think, too. Like I think they're gonna
Okay.
Michael Gallup. Dang, I got Michael Gallup too. Y'all still got Randall Cobb?
I think he signed a 1 year. I don't know if he signed again. I think they got rid of him. For real.
So you guys got a pretty good team. I'm a Ravens fan, so hopefully we can
Right.
get a playoff win. You know?
I was rooting for y'all last year.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about all that. But switching it over to just more current events, the George Floyd Breonna Taylor situation.
Right.
Did you talk about that? Just how your feelings on that?
Messed up because I've been there before. You know,
Okay.
I've been a victim of police brutality.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the same thing. Cops had their knee on my neck,
Word,
except at the same time I was getting maced and tased.
word.
So I felt the fear of exactly what he felt, and it's messed up. You
Yeah.
know,
For sure.
messed up.
For
So
sure.
I think some things need to change, but me and you can change all day. I think it's above us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the system got to change
For sure.
for anything to really happen.
For sure.
You know,
For sure. And you're like we said before, you're affecting change. Like you were saying before, we were teaching those kids at the alternative school. Those are steps that we need to take. Just so
Exactly.
I think because for the system to change, I don't think it's that people need to see us a certain way, but I think that we need to also change things just within ourselves, just within the community, just certain things. You know what I mean? Just so people maybe can see it another way. Because right now, not even with the George Floyd situation, there was this kid. I think there was 2 months ago in like alternative school. He was 16, and they killed him by basically suffocating him. Sat on his chest for like 12 minutes. Nobody's really talking about it, but it was.
Where's this at?
I think this is in. I don't even want to say where it's at because I don't really know. But on the top of my head, I can show you after. But he was 16 years old. It happened in April. They just charged the people just currently. Probably I think it took them 2 months, 2.5 months. But they basically sat on the kid's chest. He was in alternative school too. He's 16 years old. So it's crazy, bro. It really is. But switching into better things, on a lighter note, congrats on your shahada, bro.
Thank you.
Congrats on that.
Thank
I wanted
you.
to just give you that. Could you describe that process, that moment for us?
So those who don't know, Shah is when you prove your faith to Islam.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm a Muslim, and I can't even put into words, man. It's basically I'm newborn. So everything I've done, every bad thing I've ever done, I've seen in the flash of my eyes leave my body in a matter of a couple seconds, and I feel like a brand new person. So it was. I'm still high off the effect. I think it was 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
And I know it was recent when I saw it.
Yeah, July 7th.
Yeah, man.
So
congrats on that, bro.
thank you.
Congrats
Thank
on that. I had to ask you about that.
Yep.
What are your goals for the next 2 or 3 years? Just period, just as a person.
Just
professionally?
grow the shop. Yeah, I just opened the shop in March.
Okay.
So just grow the shop. I'm trying to fill all the chairs, get some quality barbers, and yeah, just focus on the shop for the next couple of years,
Okay.
and then from then, gonna make my next move. I'm not sure what that's gonna be yet, but
Okay.
it definitely doesn't end here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the opportunity for letting me come interview you, man. Thank you, bro. It was a great interview. So wrapping it up, the Savagetimetv TV, AB Grizzly, Logan Pierce. Peace.